guys, welcome to Lena Loves Tarot. This is Lena. This video is for Capricorn in regards to their love for the month of May 2017. Welcome back to my returning subscribers and welcome to new subscribers. For those of you who are new, please don't forget to subscribe. This year I have a goal of reaching subscribers. Once I reach subscribers, I will be giving 10 free readings away. So don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe. In the description box below, if you guys click the little arrow, you will see all the information as far as getting a reading with me, prices, also email address that you guys can contact me in, and a link to Facebook and Instagram. So be sure to follow and add me on Facebook, guys. So to start off with, I wanted to let you guys know that for this month, I'm going to be having a sale. All readings via video will be $5 for those of you who requested one question readings. All readings, one question, will be recorded via video and will be $1 for the month of May. So for those of you who are interested in getting a one reading video question with me, you guys can do so. It would be $1. Payment is still the same, guys. Also, for those of you who request a over the phone reading for the people who live in the US, those will be the original price. 3 minutes for $1. For those of you who requested readings via audio, what's going to happen in that case is readings will be recorded via audio, and that price will be $1 for readings via audio. So just to start off with, guys, I want to let you guys know this is an intuitive tarot reading, so if this does not resonate, you guys can watch your moon and or rising sign. If I say anything to offend you in any way, please be sure to click on the X button to see your way out, because I am not here to lie to you in any form of way. So hopefully you guys enjoy this reading, and if you continue to watch, I hope you enjoy the reading. Now, first and foremost, no matter what month I do, it seems to me that what's happening here with some of Capricorns is that there is strong energy from the months coming in. And I'm talking, this has been happening since last year. I want to say last year, probably over November, January, up May. It's now, so it's been going on for more than 6 months. It's kind of crazy because I also feel like when I do this reading for Capricorn, I feel like I'm talking to a particular person. So if you resonate to anything that I'm about to say, or I have been saying for the past more than 6 months, and you guys are a subscriber and you watch me, comment below and let me know if this resonates, because it's amazing, because I feel a very strong connection with this reading. I feel like this is telling me, like, this has been dragged on for such a long time. This scenario here, I never feel anything different when I do a Capricorn. It's the same thing how I feel with Scorpio. Every time I do Scorpio, I always feel a strong connection with an air sign, and it's crazy because I'm doing Capricorn and I feel a strong connection with an air sign. So if this resonates to you, comment below, tell me if this has anything to do with your situation. What's happening here is I feel like it's been going on since last year. It's been going on for about 6 months now. A little bit over 6 months, I say. The situation that some of you guys are in, it's like it's gone for such a long time. It's like, aren't you emotionally drained? Like, I feel like it's telling me to say, like, aren't you tired? Don't you feel like, when is the end gonna come? When is this, hanging on going to, fade away? Like, when are these feelings gonna, like, disappear? I almost feel like it's like you're drowning in your own sorrows. Like, you keep blaming yourself as to why it didn't work out, and you're like waiting, or if you're not waiting for this person, you just feel like even if you try to move on, you can't move on. Now, this has to do with an air sign. Obviously, I've talked about this before, the person's characteristics, etc. I don't want to go into detail all over again for every month, because then it sounds repetitive, but this has dragged on for such a long time. And I feel like some of you guys might even be like exhausted or over-exhausted as to why you can't seem to get out of this funk, or why you can't seem to, get rid of what you feel for this certain person. I almost feel like some of you guys might be even asking yourself, like, why can't I just move forward? I have all these great opportunities. I feel like a lot of you guys have all these great options, but even no matter if you try to move on, it's like you can't. Your mind still runs back to this certain person, or if you're hoping to reconcile with this person, if you're anticipating. And I feel like last month there was energy as well of like wanting to reconcile with a person. Please leave me feedback. Like I said before, let me know what your situation is, or if it resonates to you at all. I feel like what's happening here is you're gonna be more in tune. I feel like your psychic ability will be more, you'll be more aware of it. I feel like this is gonna be a month where it's telling me to tell you to really take those blinders off. This Eight of Swords to me is like stagnation. Things are not moving forward the way you want. Maybe you're anticipating to reconcile with this King of Swords, but at the same time, it's like you're gonna wait forever because things won't happen until this person wants them to happen. Obviously, I've said this multiple times. The Eight of Swords is basically telling me like unfold yourself. Like what my intuition is saying is to tell you guys to unblindfold yourself so that you can see clearly, because you're not really looking at the situation entirely, clear. I feel like in most instances, it's telling me the Queen of Cups is saying, be more in tune with your emotions. I feel like you have multiple encounters with people, but they all seem to be meaningless. Because I feel like this person, this Queen of Cups, which is an energy that could be around you, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but not necessarily. I feel like this is one of those situations where it's telling you that this is what you need to be like. This is you drinking, out of the cup, which is your emotions. I feel like a lot of you guys might be drowning in your sorrows. And in regards to that Three of Swords, normally Three of Swords is, to me, is like a separation of some kind due to a third party interference. A disappointment in love. Like you've been disappointed a few times. Maybe lied to, maybe cheated on, maybe the person left you for somebody else. And I feel like that's you this month. This is you really looking, really, sitting back and really thinking about all the times you've been hurt, or sitting back and saying, really just overjoyous, like overlooking and over analyzing this situation. Stop analyzing the situation, because if you're anticipating a reconciliation with the person, I do have energy of that. That is the middle card, so that is the entire theme of this reading for the month. So you will have energy of people coming from the past and wanting to reconcile. That blast from the past, so they say, in regards to this King of Swords. But I'm going to give you a little information about this person. I'm sure for those of you who are Capricorns, who always watch videos, this is that person. This is that person who is very selfish. Maybe they might be light-skinned, possibly at like this picture. But this picture, this person has like a beard, as you can see. Dark-haired, light-skinned. I feel like this person here is not moving until they're ready to move, okay? So you can be stagnant all you want. You can be stuck all you want. You can, not really see things for what they really are all you want. But nothing's going to happen until this person is ready. Okay? Also, I also feel like for those of you who are anticipating a reconciliation, so those of you might reconcile, but there is going to be half of Capricorns that are not going to reconcile. I feel like those of you are waiting for a reconciliation. You're waiting for the moment where the person's going to come back and say, I'm so sorry. This is what I want. I want to be with you. I hurt you. I shouldn't have done what I did. And it's like, this person isn't. This person is turning their back on that reconciliation. Maybe you reached out to this person and want to reconcile with them. But what's happening here is they actually turned their back on the reconciliation, or that offer, that chance to reconcile. They're going to turn away from that. I feel like they're not ready to reconcile, not ready to speak to you, not ready to, call you. If you haven't spoke to the person already, they're not ready for that. We do have the Lover's card, and right next to it is the Four of Swords. So it can be one of those situations where you can be, speaking to somebody, and then this person will come up and you want to reconcile with them, or you're hoping to reconcile with them, and they're not trying to reconcile with you. There is going to be a choice that needs to be made in regards to your love. I feel like those of you who need to make that choice for the month of May are going to be like contemplating it, laying in bed, like, should I do it? Should I not do it? In confusion, not really sure what to do. I feel like the world that you have next to you is in your favor. The only thing with that is if you do talk to multiple people. So I also get an energy of people who, a lot of you guys might have to make, single Capricorns might have to make a decision in regards to love. And I feel like a lot of yous might lay in bed and just say, yeah, I talk to a lot of people, there's a lot of energy around me, but there isn't anything that's steady. Even if somebody came to offer you something that is steady, I don't feel like you would be, in a rush or willing to jump into anything serious, because there's those of you who are still anticipating a reconciliation with somebody from your past. I'm gonna pull out more cards just so that I can get a little bit more clearance. Give me a moment, guys. I'm going to pull out a few more cards. I just want a little bit more clarification on what's going on with the lovers. There is a choice that needs to be made. I feel like in regards to this person, this King of Swords, that those of you who are anticipating a reconciliation with, I feel like that person cannot hold up their end of the bargain. Maybe they don't make enough money as you do, or they're not financially stable as you are. I feel like a lot of you guys have your stuff together, and that person that you're, is very egotistic. That person is very prideful, so they will not be the one to say they're sorry. They might, hit you up later on when time is right. But right now, I feel like there is a choice that has to be made. Or if and when you were speaking to this person just got up and walked away due to a choice that needs to be made. Okay? So, the Lovers card. I'm going to pull 3 cards out for the Lovers card. 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. So in regards to that, there is energy of a new love offer. A new love offer, a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And in regards to that, there is the 10 of Swords. So I feel like, here's the thing. If there is a choice that needs to be made, choose wisely. Because, yeah, you might get the white, the picket fence and the nice house and, and the dog and the 2 kids and the dream car. But at the same time, there is another offer there. And that within this offer, they might paint you a picture that you're seeking, but in the long run, you will only be hurt. You will only get hurt, in other words. The bottom of the card of the deck is the 9 of Rods. And what that's telling me is that you're always on the defensive. Maybe you always feel like, some of you guys might feel like you've been hurt prior to the past, so you're anticipating that if and when you meet someone, they're always going to be there to hurt you rather than care for you or love you, etc. For those of you who do speak to multiple people, keep in mind that if and when you do speak to somebody and you meet them, keep in mind that you talk to a lot of people. So don't expect, I feel like a lot of you guys might meet somebody and then expect that person to drop everything for you. But then again, you still haven't dropped everybody either. So you have to keep in consideration that things work, two-sided. It's a two-way street, okay? Just keep that in mind. Also, for that love that you feel like you're abandoned, or you feel like you're neglected, you're being neglected, you're not fulfilled, you always feel unsatisfied, and it might not be financial, I feel like it's more emotionally. Stop looking at this, okay? Because I feel like out of all these cards, this card is the card that stands out the most. This always stands out the most to me. Yeah, maybe you might have been hurt. Maybe the skies are dark, skies are blue, times are blue, or was blue, because I feel like this is not something that happened recently. I feel like this is one of those situations where some of you guys might drag it on yourself. You might sabotage yourself mentally and emotionally. Basically, like drowning in sorrow, like blaming yourself as to why it didn't work out. If you feel stagnant, you're stagnant because you're making yourself stagnant. You're not stagnant and not happy because this person isn't, you didn't get this person, or you didn't get the person you wanted, or it didn't work out with this person. You're stagnant, you're stuck. You have a stale taste in your mouth because you're not taking off that blindfold. That blindfold needs to be released. I feel like the message here is to learn how to let go. This has gone on for such a long time. I even feel like drained even thinking about it. Like as if I was talking to a particular person and I'm telling them, like, that they're not worth it. Like, how much more do you need to hear? In other words. So hopefully this resonated with you guys. Stay tuned. because I'm going to be uploading general readings. If you guys want me to do general readings, comment in the box below. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. I don't get to people who request it. It's mostly just people who focus on love, but mainly that's what I focus on the most. So if you want me to do a general reading or a mid-month reading, comment below. You know, like, subscribe, share. Don't forget you can get a free reading with me. You can win a free reading with me once I hit subscribers for this year, guys. So be sure to add me. You know, share. You know, suggest me to a friend, or family member or anything. If you guys have any, you know, requests, comment below. But if this resonates to at some point, because I feel like this is like something that is just such a long scenario and it's been going on for so long. If you want to make that leap and let this go, leave it where it's at. Don't focus on this. And, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is in your future. It's in your favor. So things, if you want to do a business venture or if you want to do a thing where you want to take a, you know, a leap of faith and really invest your time into someone, do so. Because we're not getting any younger and we can't get time back. You know, what's worse than wasted time, wasted money. So I don't know about you guys, but time is precious to me and I can't waste it. I can never get back. So, and for those of you who are wondering, I have never used this deck before. I recently purchased the Hanson Roberts tarot deck, guys. So this is the deck that I'm using for this reading. So thank you guys for watching, guys. Please subscribe, please like. If you guys have any requests, please comment below, guys. I will be back with you next month. And bye.